Good afternoon and welcome to Purdue University Northwest. Will those who are able please stand for the singing of our national anthem? Vice Chancellor Turner, the convocation of the Purdue University Northwest Fourth Commencement is assembled. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement exercise, the culmination of Purdue Northwest student success, and indeed one of the proudest moments in the lives of graduates and their families. For today's commencement, some of you have traveled from across town, others from across the world, as well as from locations in between. Today is a day of celebration and recognition, a day of applauding achievement, a day of proud reflection, and perhaps even shedding a tear or two of joy. And of course, this is the day that you will be receiving your cherished diploma. Candidates, I applaud your hard work, determination, your sacrifice. Parents, grandparents, other family members, friends, I also applaud your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. And we have a guest. It's a good omen. Graduation is not a celebration exclusive to those receiving a diploma. Before we continue this celebration, I invite our graduation candidates to offer their heartfelt, thankful applause for the support that they have received from the parents, family, friends, and others who in various ways have helped make today possible. Candidates, would you please recognize those who have helped you with your applause? Thank you. Purdue Northwest is honored to have some special guests with us today to help celebrate our graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome our Purdue Northwest legacy families. Each PNC legacy family has a second and in some cases third or fourth generation candidate participating in the ceremony today. They are your sons, your daughters, siblings, or grandchildren. We are grateful to the tradition that you continue today, and we share your pride in all our graduates. Will the legacy families please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Now, my lone instruction of the day is to ask all in attendance to be respectful as we read the names of each graduate, so that each of you will be able to hear the name of your graduate. Thank you. Now, several individuals whose leadership is vital to Purdue Northwest are seated on the platform. Inasmuch as they will not be introduced later, I want to take this opportunity to introduce them now. As I do, I will ask them to stand and remain standing, and I also invite you to recognize them with your applause after all have been introduced. And so first we have our Grand Marshal, Dr. Jeffrey Schultz. Wait for it, wait for it. Next is Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Dr. Carmen Panlilio. Our Vice Chancellor for Advancement and Presenter of Candidates, Dr. Regina Biddings-Moreau. Vice Chancellor for Information Services, Mr. Tim Winders. And our Diploma Marshals, Ms. Cheryl Arroyo and Ms. Roberta Allen. Now please recognize them all. Outstanding, dedicated faculty serve the students of Purdue University Northwest. Through teaching, research, and engagement, our faculty enrich the learning and further student success. For that, I invite members of our hardworking faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you. And now, our guest speaker. Donald Babcock joins us this afternoon as our guest speaker. Donald L. Babcock is the Director of Economic Development at Northern Indiana Public Service Company. As a Director of Economic Development at NIPSCO, the largest energy distribution company in Indiana, Don works closely with many community leaders and organizations across Northern Indiana to attract new businesses and support industrial expansion to build our economy. Raised in Highland, Indiana, and with more than 40 years of experience in the energy business, Don has held numerous leadership positions at NIPSCO as well as NiSource, its parent company. His duties have included operations, sales, customer service, marketing, and public affairs. He holds a master's degree in business administration from the University of Chicago and a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from our own Purdue Northwest. Most importantly, he is the father of 2 Purdue University engineering graduates, daughter Julie and son Ryan. His wife Sue is a retired first-grade teacher in Michigan City, Indiana, where they reside. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Donald to the podium.
What a wonderful introduction, but just let me start with this. Good afternoon, Northwest Indiana! And welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you in the class of 2018. As mentioned, my name is Don Babcock, and I'm the old guy around here. In fact, I'm the old guy at NIPSCO now. I graduated from this great institution in 1977. Now, that's probably longer ago than both your moms and dads and perhaps your grandparents were born. But I would argue that certainly for me and for many others and for yourselves, Purdue Northwest is a game changer for you. And you have run the gauntlet, you have weathered the storm, you've made it to the goal line, and there is nothing but opportunity and excitement in front of all of you. And I am proof positive of that. I'll try not to get choked up here because I start talking about my family. It makes me quiver just a little bit, so sorry about that. But My biggest accomplishment it was, as mentioned, my two children, Julie and Ryan. They're both Purdue engineers also. I'm the very first in my family to even go to college. In high school, I was a big motorhead. I spent my lunch hours in the library learning how to make engines more powerful and cars go faster. And obviously, I had to have a ride so I could get a date. I was so young looking then. I was immediately dismissed by any reasonable woman at my high school. But I spent summers on a farm driving tractors and plowing fields and baling hay and cleaning out barns. And so you learn the value of hard work and discipline and focusing on a greater future. The mother of my children is also a Purdue Calumet at the time graduate, and she graduated nursing. So we got out of Purdue, and we immediately moved into a nicer home than anybody else in our whole family. Anybody in the whole family, and we're very proud of that, and it's really made a huge difference for me. And the other thing I would argue is, and I'll be frank about this, when I first graduated and my engineering degree was Purdue Calumet, and obviously now it would be Purdue Northwest, I wasn't so sure that the Purdue Calumet, Purdue Northwest name could stack up. And I'm going to argue that I've challenged MIT grads, Rose-Hulman grads, Purdue Lafayette grads, you name the engineering school in terms of their ability to perform or not. And I'm going to argue that the education and the hardworking ethic of Northwest Indiana residents and people that attend this school and your professors and leaders here really give you just a phenomenal foundation. And I would just be proud to wear the Purdue Northwest name and have that on your certificate. Now, so just a little bit more about me. My mom I'm the first to go to college in my whole family. My mom raised 4 boys in Frog Hollow over here in Highland, Indiana, in a little 746 square foot home. She would ride the South Shore to Chicago every day for a better job. My dad was a bricklayer, and they had split up when I was about 5, but they were always close and really took good care of us. So after high school, I was good in math and science. I mentioned that whole motorhead thing, so it's better if you learn how to create more horsepower and energy efficiency and all these goofy curves with, X and Y axis on, and then, I got here, geez, there's actually a Z axis too. That took me a while to figure out how that stuff worked. But I got my engineering degree by delivering pizzas at night and laboring for bricklayers during the day. And I put myself through school, and I'm very proud of my children. They both worked at least part-time while they were going to school, and it just gives you some extra value add. So I'd argue a little bit about, trying to define what your personal value proposition is. And I know who I am and the person I am. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a good person. I work with tremendous people in northern Indiana to try to make this place a better place. I spend my time, I've got a lot of history at NIPSCO, so a lot of jobs there, but I earn the respect from the people that I work with, so they give me a lot of room. And I spend my time day and night, I'm looking for good people to try to help them. I'm looking for the brave hearts that will step up and be counted upon to show up at a city council meeting, a county council meeting, run for office, and be altruistic about creating a brighter future together. And it's made a huge difference for me. And I can literally call any number of people in North Vicinity or even the governor's office, and they call me back because I've earned their respect, and they certainly have earned mine. And all of you have earned my respect also in, as I said, getting through the gauntlet and earning your degree and going forward. So just a little bit more. I'm not sure, when I went to school, we didn't have a playlist. We didn't even have cell phones. So, a car's full of 8-track tapes. Nobody knows what an 8-track tape is anymore, and then cassette tapes, and then CDs, and oh my God, now it's, you start looking at what's on your playlist. So some of the songs on my playlist are, it's not a song necessarily, it's a Michael Jackson thing, right? starts with the man in the mirror. Who's that guy in the mirror? When I'm looking at myself in the mirror every day is, who the blank is Don Babcock, right? And I try to jump out of bed every day and put everything I've got into what I'm doing. And God, just give me one more day, please. I mean, I got to pinch myself every day because I keep thinking it can't get better than this, but it does. And it does because of the people you hang around with. So, some of the other, they spend a lot of time figuring out lyrics and songs. So another one, like the Dolly Parton stuff, when the best song comes out, are you going to sit it out or are you going to dance? Then I hope you guys dance. You better step up. Have a little fun. Everybody else is just as afraid sitting there on the sideline, right? So, or Sylvester Stallone, right? What is it? Make us, let's see, I have to even look at my notes here. So, stand for something or die for nothing, right? What are you about, right? So, or one of my recent ones is Jason Aldean, right? We may not be around in 20 years, but they're sure going to know we were here. And Aretha Franklin, right? R-E-S-P-C-T. Find out, come on, help me. Find out what it means to me, right? So, you earn that respect for each other. But those lines do make a difference. So I'd suggest creating a playlist and sticking with it and keep building on it all the time and share it with your friends. So another line is, right, don't stop believing, right? You got to believe you can actually be in the winner's circle. You got to believe that you could stand up in front of people that you admire and actually say something that somebody might even remember one sentence from, right? And so I believed I could actually get up here and do this, and so I'm swinging for the fence, and I may strike out, but I may hit a first base, I may get a home run, I may put somebody across the finish line or across the plate or whatever the right analogy is here. But anyway, one of the things that I would also offer, besides just believing in yourself and knowing who you are, is that you have your degree. I mean, you have the ticket, right? You can go any place. You have your youth, you have your degree, you have your, obviously, family and friends that support you. So the world is wide open to you. And you may be attracted to go to Denver or to the East Coast or the West Coast or someplace warm, and that's all well and good. But I'm going to argue Northwest Indiana needs you. And you could be one of those brave hearts that could get involved here, use your degree to drive this great region forward. We have all the assets. We're right next to Chicago. We got all the rail, we got all the wire, we got Lake Michigan, we got the dunes, we have the casinos, we have phenomenal universities, we have great people, we have clean air now, right? When I was growing up, the air was so thick and orange and smelly, you would go to the beach and you'd never see the sunset over Chicago. Now you can go see the sunset over Chicago. I'm going to argue it doesn't get any better than this, and we need you here. This state is on a roll. We are, just last year, over 2.6 million people were employed in the private industry in Indiana, the greatest number that there's ever been in the state. We're attracting all kinds of other capital investment in our state because of the leadership at the state, local, and regional level. And I'm going to offer that you can make it anywhere, but you can make it here. And I'd encourage all of you to consider coming back and make an even greater contribution to Northwest Indiana by getting involved locally, getting involved in rebuilding a town, get involved with cleaning up the environment, help build our economy, because we need you. And guys like me, we're just plain getting older, right? So eventually I'm going to be gone, and I hope somebody remembers I was here. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Don, for your inspiring remarks. Thank you. Now for the introduction of academic degrees, I invite Professor Saul Lerner, representing the Purdue Northwest faculty, to the podium.
Vice Chancellor Turner, Provost, Mr. Babcock, students, colleagues, friends. I think, first of all, it's important to note the importance of Mr. Babcock's message that we really all need to work together to facilitate and support Northwest Indiana to make it a much better place in a great variety of ways. The confer of academic degrees is a critical responsibility, the accomplishment of which signifies that degree recipients have successfully completed a sufficiently rigorous and enlightening curriculum of courses that provides appropriate preparation to assume roles of contribution, responsibility, and leadership that advance our society. The faculty of Purdue University Northwest has evaluated the academic accomplishments of the candidates presented here today and have concluded that pending the completion of any final outstanding requirements, each of these candidates meets the criteria for receiving a Purdue University degree. Based on that conclusion, the faculty recommends to the Purdue Board of Trustees that appropriate degrees be conferred. We have assembled here to celebrate that conferral. We have met here to congratulate our graduates, their families, and friends. I certainly wish all of them the very best in the coming years. Thank you.
Professor Joy Colwell, Director of Graduate Studies, will present the candidates for the master's degree.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? These students have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree. Each wears a hood, recognizing his or her academic discipline and symbolizing the completion of that advanced degree. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to receive their degrees.
Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning, exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, upon the recommendation of the faculty and representing Chancellor Thomas L. Keon, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements of the master's degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of the master's degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligations of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Will candidate Marshal, Mr. Roy Hamilton, please escort the candidates for graduate degrees forward to receive their diplomas? As the candidates make their way to the stage, please note they will be crossing in a random order. Jeanette Snelson. Debahuti Chatterjee. Madeline E. Beeson. Kimberly J. Montero. Stephanie Lynn Moran. Martin Lopez. Elena Sorochi. Ashley A. Wagner. Nari Kang. Amber Marie McDonald. Winter M. Hadley. Bailey N. Mack. John Douglas Wall II. Sydney Elizabeth Ray. Alexandra L. Kutzer. Shelby Manning Smith. Kane Kura. Lacey J. Welch. Lori A. Bathurst. Teresa L. Whitney. Henry Pimentel. Nicole Perez. Aaron C. Crowley. Elise Sintez. Jenna Ray Stoit. Alicia L. Bellamy. Lindsay J. Farmer. Stephanie Oliver. Talitha Melody Taylor. Christina Colon. Jenna M. Demopoulos. Kirsten May Nurtot. Sarah Welsh. Lauren Ezra Whitman. Chris Stile Carlos Dion. Emily Roseanne Wallace. Alexandra L. Hurd. Jeannie Rapstad. Congratulations, master's degree graduates. Dr. Ralph Mueller, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost, will now recognize distinguished undergraduate students.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my joy and privilege to provide special recognition to those individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. The commencement booklet contains a statement of the basis upon which the status of distinction and highest distinction is determined. Candidates wearing black and gold cords symbolize this achievement. I invite the degree candidates who are graduating with highest distinction to please stand and remain standing. I also invite the degree candidates who are graduating with distinction to please stand and remain standing. On behalf of the Purdue trustees and the faculty of Purdue University Northwest, I congratulate you on your outstanding academic records. May you continue to be motivated by excellence and high standards in your quest to make positive contributions throughout your life. Congratulations. I now introduce the Dean of the PNW's Honors College, Dr. John Rowan, who will recognize candidates of the Honors College.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to recognize the candidates from the Honors College, and I invite those candidates to please stand and remain standing. These students have fulfilled the graduation requirements of the Honors College, including completion of the academic curriculum and related coursework, substantive research in their areas of discipline, service engagement with the local community, and diverse leadership experience across a range of areas. They have received and are wearing the Honors College medallions on gold and black ribbons. Congratulations, Honors College graduates.
At this time, I'm pleased to facilitate recognition of those individuals who have qualified to receive the Purdue University Northwest Chancellor's Medallion. The Chancellor's Medallion is presented to the graduating students who have achieved the highest grade point average within each of the academic colleges at Purdue University Northwest. We would like to present each of those graduates to you at this time. I now invite Nicole Mose of the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences to please come to the stage. And I also invite Nicole's family members to stand and share in this recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Elaine Carey to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences.
Good afternoon, graduates. I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences, also known as CHES. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Before I present you for the formal awarding of degrees, I will charge each and every one of you in my capacity as Purdue University Northwest's Chief Academic Officer. Today is Commencement Day. As the word commence indicates, this is a time of beginnings, not ends. A beginning of a journey to find your individual future. During the past few years, we have grown very fond and very proud of you. So we convey our charge through three distinct observations about you. Our first observation, innovation, is about your past, about your eagerness and readiness to innovate. You arrived on campus a few short years ago, the very beginning of what then seemed so far away, today, beginnings day. You came ready to learn about thinking, about listening, about speaking, and about doing. But also you were ready to explore others' points of view, others' ways of life, and others' explanations of what you had assumed were universal truths. All led to this one goal, the one we're here to mark and celebrate today, to begin your future. Along your path at PNW, learn to grow, to become an innovator of what will become your own individual future. And this brings me to our second observation about you, impact. And it is about your future, your maturity as learned citizens to impact others to bring about change. You prepared well for the day when you are ready to leave your mark. All the academic work is no good if ultimately it does not touch people. Children who need to be taught, patients who need your care, colleagues who need your advice, or neighbors who need your help. With your dedication, with your drive to make the world a better place, you will make academic knowledge have an impact on our constituent communities. One child, one patient, one colleague, one neighbor at a time. So where then does your past, your eagerness to innovate, meet your future, your commitment to impact others? Well, they meet right here, in the present, at this very moment. And this then is our third and final observation about you. You continue to improve. While you were a student at Purdue University Northwest, I hope we opened some doors for you, doors into your future, for you to walk through and innovate and impact and improve. So here then is my simple charge to you. When you see those open doors, explore what lies beyond. Right now, in the present, be innovative in choosing your own future. Have the courage to walk through one of those doors. Walk through and find yourselves. And it is okay, too, to turn around and walk back out and check out another door, another future. But ultimately, do walk through one of the open doors. And as you do, if you see someone else behind you who needs a little extra encouragement, a little extra help to walk through that door, make an impact by engaging them to join you. Guide them through that door towards your connected and collective journeys to continuously improve yourselves and the world around you. Innovate, impact, improve. 3 words that guide your future. They define this beginnings day, and they are my charge to you. Please know that we are proud of you. Please know that we are proud of those who made all of this happen for you. But also know that you should be very proud of yourselves. You did this. I wish you well, I congratulate you, and I salute you. Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning, exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, acting on behalf of the faculty of this institution and representing Thomas L. Keon, I confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements, the appropriate baccalaureate degrees with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of the degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligations of this degree, you will now receive your diploma. Will the College Marshal now escort the baccalaureate degrees forward to receive their diplomas? As the candidates make their way to the stage, please note that they will be crossing in random order. Graduates, please be seated until your row is called.
The graduates of the College of Humanities Education and Social Science are escorted by candidate Marshal, Ms. Katie Bowers. Nicole Elizabeth Mose. Ryan Michael Maxwell. Jim P. Webb. Joanne Ruiz Romero. Jason David Higgins. Jose Luis Casillas III. Douglas Yokovich. Stephen R. Brumfield. Maurilio Martinez. Renata Patrice Harris. Renata Patrice Harris. Sarah A. Reed. Paige R. Lauerman. Michaela Jo Henderson. Amy C. Nojos. Lindsay N. Lopez. Cecily Mary Louise James. Lupita Alvarado. Jordan M. Benton. Ariel Nicole Morris. Lisa Dawn Peck. Alexis Marie Maldonado. Cassandra Andrews. Jack Kiger. Hannah Emily Hall. Sean McCambridge. Stanithia Renee Miller. Shannon M. Purvey. Tara Pierce. Amanda R. McGoldrick. Emma L. Rose. Sarah L. Hasty. Brianna Danielle Jones. Sophia Eloise Hernandez. Cecilia Ann Palomo. Leslie Nicole Benitez. Joanne Guevara Valdez. Darian Avery King. Anna Marie Gianni. Sarah Nicole Galambos. Taylor B. Mahalik. George W. Kemps. Michael J. Escobedo. Debbie B. Maldonado. Christine Elizabeth Clark. Mercy Akpere. Jessica Nicole Cannell. Sarah L. Commandant. Gabrielle Victoria Martin. Jesus D. Olguin. Alyssa M. Cardello. Autumn Sky Martinez. Alicia Renee Mayo. Juan Antonio Nunez. Jacob Michael Wright. Christopher J. Camarena. Taylor M. Gangler. LaQueen Arlene Battle. Courtney Bernay Drosos. Sandra M. Lozano Leon. Jenna E. Zubik. Paige Elizabeth Ann Lacey. Vanessa Melero. Jenny Savickas. Michelle Hansen. Anna Marie Pomplin. Maria D. Karras. Alyssa D. Cooper. Raven Brianna Burnett. Brittany E. Smith. Ariana Alice Guillen. Daniel Martin Cantu. Daniel R. Galina. Heather R. Zumak. Celine Marie Tucker. Brooke Maureen Kieran. Abigail M. Kick. Tamara Stevovich. Riley S. Witt. Adam Joseph Davis. Stacy Lynn Whittall. Morgan Ball. Gwen Van Buren. Rebecca M. Facellas. Paige N. Cieslak. Brianna Mamelson. Miranda Kaylin Sweeko. Michaeline M. Hawley. Megan Janelle Williams. Heather R. Olson. Courtney M. McPherson. Hannah E. Lopez. Megan E. Hunt. Mark Allen Sidoris. Megan L. Funk. Amani Tatiana Foster. Brandon Khalil Hull. Lynn Lillian Jock. Brittany Marie Hernandez. Jacqueline Suzanne Buchek. Melissa A. Stone. Courtney Ruth Myers. Sarah Alicia Pacheco. Murmala Sarah Joy Heiss. Kevin Arthur Heineman. Liliana Andarcia. Kayla Quatraki. Sean Sullivan. Julio Vega Jr. John William Zura. Michael R. Duda. Miranda Nicole Rodriguez. Diamond J. Delk. Devin C. Thomas. Eli Siga. DRC M. Ross. Harrison Ray Wilkie. Tiffany Jean Lewis. Hannah Georgianne McDaniel. Jorge S. Morales. Tashika Renee Andrews. Jennifer Myers. Olivia LaFayana Griffin. Kyla Mitchell. LaDeja Dupree Ray. Alasia M. Stewart. Nicole Vest. Haley N. Stewart. Jana M. Rozek. Christian Joseph Phelps. Mariela Coraima Sosa. Kaylee A. Young. Catherine Flores. Sarah Lynn Medema. Nicole Ashley Steinecke. Natalie Lizette Valencia. Jessica Tellez. Daniel Lamelli. Alejandra Carrillo. Imani Marie Ross. Jeffrey M. Ganender. Jacob Lewis Novak. Margaret Jeanette Feliciano. Sonia G. Alanis. Ruben Carrasquillo. And Mabinti Nikki Cisse. The graduates of the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Science.
To signify completion of your degree requirements and receipt of your diploma, I now invite all graduates to move the tassels of your mortarboards to the left side. All right. Congratulations, you are now a Purdue graduate. To officially welcome you to a Purdue alumni contingent comprised of thousands, I invite Ms. Ashley Gerodimus, Executive Director of Purdue Northwest Alumni Community, to the podium. Ashley?
Congratulations to the newest Purdue University Northwest alumni. I am honored to be the first to welcome you into the PNW Alumni Community. As graduates, you join a community of over 64,000 strong, made up of CEOs and entrepreneurs, of lawyers and advocates, of leading scholars and researchers, Emmy Award winners, mayors, state representatives, journalists, nurses, physicians, authors, judges, and so much more. Each a story that has added to our rich history and paved the way for future Purdue Northwest students. It doesn't seem like very long ago that I was sitting where you are. I am a very proud 2008 graduate of the Hospitality and Tourism Management School here at Purdue Northwest. I reflect fondly on my times as an undergrad. It wasn't always easy, but this is a place where I met some of my closest friends, made lifetime connections, and even the place where I met my husband. When I entered the workforce, it became evident to me and my supervisors that the education I received at Purdue Northwest prepared me to succeed in my field of study and beyond. Outside of my own family, the biggest supporters I have had throughout my career have been my professors and other PNW community members. Before I returned to serve PNW, it was deeply important to me to stay connected. These people continued to be my mentors and advocates, creating new connections for me. Purdue Northwest is more than books, bricks, and mortar. Its real value is in the community of people. So my advice for you is to stay connected. Shoot a quick email to your favorite professor to check in, or let them know of a new project you're working on. Encourage your company to recruit at PNW. Find me on LinkedIn. Keep up with what's happening here on campus and in our alumni community. Your network is strong. Stay engaged in it. You each have your own stories and connections that have created in your time here. Now, class of 2018, go out there and continue writing your story and paving the way for future Purdue Northwest students. I am so proud to call you fellow alumni. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ashley. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Dooley, Student Government Vice President, will now respond to the graduates on behalf of all Purdue Northwest students. Anna?
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Turner. Good afternoon, graduates. My name is Anna Dooley, and I am a senior nursing major at Purdue University Northwest. I want to welcome and thank Provost Ralph Mueller, Vice Chancellor Carmen Panlilio, faculty, staff, and honored family and guests. Today, when you walk out of these doors, you're leaving it all behind. Every test, quiz, and big project. The successes, failures, joys, and frustrations. You have overcome each of these challenges and are present now because of your intellect, your endurance, and maybe because of the helping hands others have offered to you. The name Purdue University Northwest stands behind you now, and don't take it lightly. This degree has prepared you to be an effective agent of change in your community, and your community needs you. Your community needs highly trained individuals who can handle adversity and differences. It needs individuals who can envision meaningful goals and can work together with those who can achieve these goals. This journey we take through college is very similar to the journey of a very famous violinist by the name of Itzhak Perlman. Itzhak Perlman is a virtuoso violin player who has been performing internationally with major orchestras for over 50 years. He exudes a lot of joy with each note that he plays and a certain tenderness that lends itself to his style. Despite the carefree nature of his music, Perlman has never known an easy life. After contracting polio as a young child, he was forever disabled and cannot walk across the concert stage without the aid of a pair of crutches. Every time Perlman chooses to perform, he also chooses the task of stepping out on stage and painfully crutching toward his chair in front of the audience. Once this difficult journey is complete, he takes up his violin and flawlessly leads the audience on a brilliant musical journey. Such a performance is not merely taken for granted. The long journey it took to reach the audience intensifies the appreciation of those who listen. College is hard. It's arduous and sometimes boring. Yet without these challenges, we would not fully appreciate the degrees we earn today. Only a small percentage of the population of the entire world even has the opportunity to attend college, and many who begin the challenge do not finish. As a Purdue University college graduate walking across the stage, consider the long journey of Itzhak Perlman, crossing the stage to face his audience and share his gifts with the world. You also have endured a long journey, but today it's all worth it. You are now primed and ready to stand before the world and be the brilliant educator, engineer, nurse, scientist, politician, writer, accountant, or entrepreneur, standing in the spotlight and sharing your gifts and abilities. But before you move on to those bigger and better things, take a moment and say thank you. Think of those members who cheered you on with a hug, a warm meal, a word of encouragement. Think of your friends and classmates who provided a listening ear, a helpful hand, or a good joke to keep your spirits up. Think of the professors and tutors who patiently sat down with you and made sure that you passed your classes. Think of your personal community that has supported your endeavors. And now get ready to go back to those communities. Your long, difficult journey has ended. It's time to perform and give back to those communities what they've put into you. I wish you all the best, and congratulations, my fellow graduates.
Thank you, Anna. Congratulations once again to the graduates of Purdue University Northwest's spring class of 2018, as well as their families. There will be an informal reception for graduates and guests immediately following this ceremony in Alumni Hall, located on the 3rd floor of the Student Union and Library building across 173rd Street, and I hope that you will be able to attend. I ask that you remain seated for the recessional of the platform party and faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th commencement exercises of Purdue University Northwest are now concluded. Thank you.